Then what happened? Among them, there was a quiet old mouse. Quiet, quiet old mouse. This old mouse was quiet so long, but now it started telling something. See what he did. He stood up. Stood up is appearing second time here. First time we discussed the meaning of the word stood up. Stood up is past tense of stand up. Right? So the old mouse stood up and looked at the little mouse. Now what did the old mouse say? See, it said like this. That's a good idea. Little mouse, whatever you are telling is a good idea. He said, a bell on the cat. Yes, a bell on the cat. But just tell me, who will bell the cat? Belling a cat or tying a bell around the neck of the cat is a good idea. I agree with you. But who is going to tie the bell around the neck of the cat? Who is going to do that? Please tell me, who is going to do that? Like that, the old mouse is asking. At once the room became all quiet. So far they were all screaming, shouting, enjoying, excited. But now when this old mouse asked about who is going to tie the bell around the neck of the cat, they all became quiet. Why? Why? Because each one is scared of doing this job, this task. You can see in this picture, children. See, can you see there? There's a matchbox. On that, an old mouse is standing and it is asking, who is going to tie the bell? Tell me, who is going to tell the bell? Like that it is asking. And see, you can see the face of the mice. They all became quiet, immediately quiet, because they are, yes, worried. Yes, the idea is somehow good, but who is going to execute the idea? Who is going to implement the idea? That is the big question now. See, they all have become quiet and still, because they are not having the answer for that question. Who is going to tie the bell? Yes, tell us who will bell the cat. Again it is asking, yes, tell us who will bell the cat. Everyone looked at the little mouse. Why all the mice are looking at the little mouse now? Because originally the idea came out from that little mouse. So indirectly they are telling that your idea is good, but I am not going to do that. If somebody else want to do, let them do, like that they are telling. See, I am reading the text now. You can look here. Not I, said the little mouse. And everyone looked at the little mouse because he is the one who gave the idea first. But the little mouse himself is rejecting this. No, I am not going to do that. And he ran out of the room. The little mouse said, not I, and he ran out of the room. Let us see about others now. Not I, said another mouse. He started telling, no, not even me. I am not going to do that because I am scared. When I go to tie the bell around the cat's neck, I may get eaten away by the cat. So I am not going to do that. And ran out of the room. Even the second mouse also said the same thing, not I, and he ran out of the room. Next, even the next one also, not I, said a third. A third means a third mouse. And even he ran out of the room. So see, no one is ready to do the task. Everyone was excited when the plan came out, but now when it comes to who is going to tie, no one is accepting. Lastly, what happened? One by one, all the mice ran out of the room. Like this, one by one, from the meeting, they all dispersed one by one. So, see, you can see in this picture. Right? So, one by one, they are vacating the meeting hall. Sorry? Okay, now, no one was ready to bell the cat. No one was ready to bell the cat. Right? So, now, what's the moral of the story? It is easier said than done. It is easier said than done. Easy to tell anything, but it is more difficult to do that or to implement our words.